Greetings, everyone. This is Trey Jadlow. It's the 23rd of January, 2017. And I am here with Brenda von Assen. Is that how you pronounce your name, Brenda?
Yes, it is. It's very good. Okay. Not everybody gets it right the first time.
Excellent. Okay. And we had had some interaction before on YouTube or Facebook, and Brenda thinks I'm an imbecile. And I am happy to go head to head to see whose perspective makes more sense. But before we begin, is it possible to maybe learn a little bit about you? Maybe if you have any educational background or just anything that might be interesting about you as a person?
I'm male to female transsexual, and I'm 59 years old. I live in Minnesota, and I've been around here in the general community for about a year, and I am apparently the key to Hangouts, I'm told.
The key to Hangouts, what's that mean?
It's something that Tom has given, the title that Tom has given me. I'm not sure what it means.
Okay.
It's just a little joke.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty liberal. I'm an atheist. I like a lot of things, the arts, music, the sciences. I try to keep up on a lot of these things. And I don't know, what else do you need to know?
That's fine. No, that's fine. I just want to get a little bit of background to you. I appreciate that. And you know about me.
A little bit, actually, only from your videos. Mostly the ones that I've seen have been with Bert Poole.
Okay. All right, well.
And I know that you make teeth, and your personal life I don't know a great deal about. I have not really investigated that. I don't really know that that's terribly relevant.
Well, it's not. I don't have to share it to you, but I like to just to get to know people and know a little bit about them. It's just helpful to, you know, just to build a little context as to what you are, what makes you tick, you know. Yeah, I'm a dental technician. I've got 6 children, and sadly I'm divorced. My wife left me a few years ago. I'm a born-again Christian. I've been a Christian about 30 years. I don't have any, not much formal training, mostly self-taught most stuff. I just like to learn different things, and some things interest me. I'll seek it out and try to get a handle on things.
I'd say that's about the same for me. That's about the same for me. I don't have formal training. I don't have any degrees and stuff like that. I am mostly self-taught in many things, so I feel like I have spotty knowledge of a lot of things.
Yes, that's me too. Very spotty. I know real arcane things, and then that other people don't know, and then very common things I'm ignorant about oftentimes. So it's interesting to some of the conversations I have. But anyway, okay, let's move ahead here. Let's go with this. You made a comment in my the comments on my on Google Plus for my Joe and Trey discuss the problem of evil again. Our second go around on the problem of evil, and you seem to think I lost the exchange, and you said that I cannot give a moral justification for my beliefs. You said mine is a slave morality. God made me, therefore he can do anything he wants to me for no reason at all. He says despicable. You're a moral nihilist, Jay.
Yeah, that is what you. That is.
It doesn't bother me, but it's funny.
It was a typo. I thought I corrected it. Maybe I didn't.
Oh, you've done it.
But that is your position, basically, isn't it? God created you, and he can do with you as he pleases. Isn't that correct?
Well, yes, he's God, of course.
Yeah. That is essentially moral nihilism, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's my entire worldview is based upon the premise that existence is holy, and God himself is existence. Therefore, he is definitional to everything that is.
Well, God's existence doesn't make any sense. But if existence is holy, then there would be constraints on the things that God can do. And you don't seem to place any constraints on what he can do.
Well, I think God is defined by who he is. In other words, God can do everything that is consistent with his nature. He cannot, for example, not exist. He cannot deny himself. And so by definition, everything that he does must be concomitant with who he is. And if it's not, then he would be contingent, because then he would be subject to something else. He would be subject to learning and change. It's not that difficult.
So is there anything that God can't do?
Yeah, there are many things that God cannot do. God cannot be anything that is against his nature. In other words, to say that God can do, God is what is it? Omnipotent is to say that God can do everything that is according to his nature. Like I said, he cannot not exist.
That's just tautological. I mean, you're not really saying anything.
Well, that's what analytic statements are. They're tautologies. Right.
Yeah. So there isn't any kind of moral command that God could not issue to you,
yes,
that you would not be, that you would not
do. That would not be inconsistent with his nature.
Well, what command is there that would be inconsistent with his nature?
That which would any that would not be to his own glory, to his own pleasure, and for him to do that would be impossible. It wouldn't even be logical.
I'm trying to get some sort of specific thing, because it seems to me that there isn't anything, any command that God issued, or any action that he took, would be by definition moral. That, you know, you're just, it would simply be moral by virtue of God doing it, or by moral by virtue of him issuing the command.
That's right.
And that is essentially vacuous.
No, it's not vacuous, because he's the one that gives definition. In other words, contingency is defined by him. Therefore, what he does to define it would necessarily be moral by definition.
Right. So that's what I consider to be an amoral position, because you don't have any morals.
I do have morals.
It's just whatever God says.
Which is
whatever God
definitional.
does and whatever he says. Yes.
Right. Why is that difficult?
That's a lack of morals.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So tell me, Brenda, from your perspective, what would be moral?
I don't know what you mean exactly.
Well, you're dogmatically saying that I'm being essentially immoral with my view. So you tell me what is moral.
Moral is following a particular rule or precept, right?
And justify the precepts from your perspective.
Right. And so I don't know. You can adopt many different precepts. People do that all the time.
Oh, so it doesn't matter. It's amoral then. Whatever precept you prefer, then that's it.
You know, no, I don't have I don't think I have a fully deep philosophical position on morals. I know.
That's why you got to get under my skin with your sassy arguments.
I don't think that. I think that morals sort of arise out of from evolution, and from you know, animals have morals, and so do humans, and that this is what this comes out of our interactions with other beings in the world.
Okay, so our morals are based on that which leads toward the sanctity of existence. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think that.
Animals have a survival instinct. Is that not an instinct for the survival, for the sanctity of existence?
Survival? I don't know what you mean.
Well, I'm saying, define these morals that animals have and that we have and stuff. I want to hear about these.
Well, animals have a sort of innate sense of fairness and of
do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Altruism.
Yeah.
Altruism.
For the sanctity of existence. Remember, I'm the stupidest theist on the internet.
Yeah, I don't.
Brenda. You're shooting your mouth off. I'm not in a very good mood today.
You're not in a good mood today? Why is that?
I'm just very tired.
You're very tired.
Mm-hmm. And you have come on several of my videos and comment about how stupid I am, and then give this answer judging me, and I'm thinking, this guy doesn't have any clue about what he's talking about. And so that's like, you know, there are three things about the atheist community that I've learned. They're ignorant, non-circumspect, they're arrogant, and they're generally filthy people. And
oh, okay.
I think that's why I kind of left the Google Plus community.
So that's your opinion. Okay, that's fine. But other people
prove me wrong.
Other people object. Other people object when you laugh and mock at people who are vastly more intelligent than you are.
Can you give me an example?
Well, you think you're smarter than Stephen Hawkins or Lawrence Krauss.
I do not.
And you laugh at them and mock them.
I mock at some of the things that Lawrence Krauss says and Stephen Hawking says because they're stupid. They make stupid statements. Just because they're smart doesn't mean that they understand what they're talking. Stephen Hawking speaks about something from nothing since there's gravity. Is gravity something? You know, Lawrence Krauss says that, you know, you can have something from nothing and then equivocates nothing as being a vacuum. A vacuum is something. When somebody says something silly, I'll say it. You know, it's silly. I'm not a respected person.
Well, you know, I've looked into those things, and those people don't actually say what you say they say. Okay. And a lot of your concepts seem to me to be sort of based in medieval philosophy. They're ideas of causality that were extant about, you know, 2,000 years ago, or during the Middle Ages, and we've moved on since that time.
Okay, how have we moved on?
Well, for instance, you know, nobody talks about efficient causes and the four Aristotelian causes. Nobody discusses those things anymore.
Why not?
Yeah, because it doesn't basically make any sense.
Okay, why does it not make any sense?
Because when a rock rolls downhill, it doesn't have a purpose for rolling downhill.
Oh, then did you have purpose when you made this? You came onto this video?
Yeah, my purpose was to come in here and talk to you.
Okay, I thought there was no purpose.
I didn't say there wasn't.
There is purpose.
I have purpose, sure.
So there is a final cause, and there is an efficient cause.
No, there isn't.
Are you efficient in making this video?
I am not making the video. You are.
Are you participating in the making of this video? I'm
participating. I have intentions and things like that.
Oh,
yes.
So we do have teleology. We do have efficiency.
No.
Right? Oh, no. You're just like a rock going down the hill. There's no reason to it. You don't reason things because there's no efficiency, right?
No. Conscious, sentient beings can have intentions. There's no problem with that.
Oh, well, then how does that... You just said that there's no such thing as efficiency.
No, I didn't say there wasn't any such thing as an efficient cause. I mean, when,
you just said the Aristotelian categories do not apply today.
Not in physics, no.
Okay, we're not talking about physics. We're talking about philosophy here.
If I throw a ball, you know, and my intention is to put it over the plate.
Right.
Right. You know, you can analyze it in that terms.
Okay, then the Aristotelian causality does apply to today, right?
Not really, no.
Not in physics, maybe necessarily. The Newtonian physics corrected Aristotelian physics, but we're not talking about physics now. We're talking about philosophy and causality.
Yeah, I don't think that makes any sense. You know, my intentionality arises from me as an organism. You know, it just comes from me, like my consciousness comes from the activity of my mind, right? The activity of my neurons. It's an emergent behavior.
All right. Are people culpable for their acts?
I think we should hold people responsible for their actions, yeah.
So when they destroy the sanctity of existence, they ought to be put in jail?
Well, I don't think existence is sacred.
Okay, then why would you throw somebody in jail?
In order to hold them responsible.
For doing what?
For doing something that was deemed to be wrong.
Such as?
Stealing.
Okay. Why is stealing bad?
Because other people don't want other people to steal from them. We have a concept of property. We have a concept of rights and duties and responsibilities. These are all socially constructed ideas.
Based on the sanctity of existence, right?
No, it's just
humans have intrinsic rights. I don't even think you watched any of my videos. I mean, it's amazing that you could say I lost with them. You don't even understand what you're talking about. I don't get it. Where do these rights come from, did you say?
We create them as human beings. They're created
Are they willy-nilly
through
or
our
are they for reason? Are they
they're
willy-nilly?
willy-nilly.
Or do they have a reason behind them? You just said that my view is amoral. So show me how yours is not amoral.
Ours are born out of, basically the people struggling with each other. Our morals come out of a sort of a history of people struggling to, basically it's a struggle with each other. People have competing needs and interests, and in that competition, out of that come various social beliefs and norms that we call rights and responsibilities. So we don't steal from other people because we have a concept of property and belonging, and people don't like that. And so we've passed laws that prohibit other people taking other people's property.
Because it violates the rights of other people, right?
But the rights are socially constructed.
Okay,
Yes.
so there's no reason for the rights. They're
Sure,
Hitler.
there is.
Oh, there is. What are they?
The reason is comes out of the struggle between people in their working together as a community.
So whoever's strongest wins. That's right.
Well, it's not a matter of strength.
Oh, what is it then? What is it?
Well, it leads to the betterment of the society as a whole.
To the sanctity of existence. I mean, oh my goodness. You know what, Brenda?
That's what altruism is.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate you wanting to come on with me, but I got better things to do. I've got a ton of work to get done. I need to get home. I want to go to bed. And I've learned everything I need to know, and I think my perspective has been demonstrated. So with that, I thank you for your time, and I wish you all the best, and you have a great night. Okay?
Okay. Well, that was